So you just got a promotion. That's awesome. But there's power in your new job title that you need to understand. And this is it.
Just lead.
When you work for a company for some time and you get promoted into a leadership role, there's power in that job title that you might not understand. When you were lower on the corporate ladder, there were liberties available to you that just simply aren't there anymore. Your job title impacts those around you, and this is how. Your employees are going to be the biggest surprise to you. Depending on who filled the role before you, the role garners a certain level of respect that is just automatically handed to you as soon as you fill that new role. And that might feel good to start, that you're finally respected for the work that you're doing around here. But it has effects that you need to be aware of. You will be required to make decisions that you just simply didn't think you needed to make before you got this role. There are always going to be people in your team that are going to need assistance in making decisions in their daily work life. And they're going to be decisions that you just didn't think you'd need to be involved in. In some instances, you're being asked to make decisions that you just don't feel qualified for. If this ever happens, surround yourself quickly with people that are competent in that area and qualified for making those decisions, and then champion them on the outcomes, particularly when they're good. Your attitudes and behaviors are going to be watched like a hawk by your employees. If you accidentally joke about something you probably shouldn't joke about, they're not going to take that initiative or idea very seriously and moving forward from there. For instance, in my last role, we were campaigning for greater gender diversity within our department. If I was to joke about female representation in our team at any point during that journey, I don't think that my team would have been as on board with the idea of growing that diversity through our team. You can't expect your team to take on attitudes and behaviours that you yourself aren't willing to display. Your peers are going to start looking at you as a different human being altogether. You're no longer a level below them. You are now on the same level and a colleague to them. There's all sorts of politics that go on in the leadership ranks in all sorts of businesses, and you need to do your best to avoid them at all costs. They're going to wonder if you're there to climb the ladder or whether you're going to make decisions that's going to impact them negatively as a team. Are you going to work positively with them and build great working relationships, or are you going to damage the already great working dynamic that they've got as a leadership team? Some will see it as an opportunity to get an initiative over the line that they couldn't get over the line with the prior leadership. It's simply the reality. I can't count the number of times someone tried to get something past me as the new electrical maintenance leader in my role because they couldn't get it past the last person in charge. And the funny thing is, the day before you took this role, these people didn't know who you were and didn't want anything from you. If you've been getting anything at all out of this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, press the like button, leave a comment down below. And finally, if you're out there and looking for advice and coaching and help, I am available, and you can click on the Patreon link down below to get access to all my membership packs there, in which I can provide feedback and coaching one-on-one for you and you specifically. Your superiors are going to expect you to be a font of knowledge for everything in your world. You're going to have to provide answers to the questions they have and be able to provide them fairly quickly. They had always been your boss, but you were a few steps removed from them and a little bit shielded from their demands. But now you're dealing with them directly, and their demands are coming at you directly, and you need to be ready for them. With your new leadership role, you're going to be expected to behave and carry yourself in a particular way. You need to embody the company's policies and principles. This is something I didn't do very well as a young leader. A space I had to make mistakes in order to learn from them. As a new leader, it all boils down to this. Your new job title brings greater expectations. Higher expectations, I think, than you will be prepared for. But it is for you to weather this storm. But you shouldn't have to do it all alone. You should be building a leadership team around you. And this is how.